Max Nation! I'm Unger to the Max, coming at you with this breaking news episode of the Sports Room Talk Show. A salute to you. Whether you've been a long-time subscriber of my channel or you just recently subscribed, which if you just recently subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. You're helping me get closer to my goal of reaching 500 subscribers, and then I'll set my goal to 600 afterwards. But anyway, whether you just recently subscribed or you're a long-time subscriber, you know that I am primarily a Cleveland Browns content maker. That's why I have all of this Cleveland Browns stuff behind me. I also make content about the Cleveland Cavaliers, as well as various other sports news, and I give my opinion and I present my analysis about various games and whatnot. By the way, this weekend is going to be action-packed with football. That's going to be its own separate video, though. And I'm debating between two video collaborations. I might only end up doing one. I might end up doing both. We'll see how it all works out. But there's a third team that I'm going to start making more content about here in Cleveland. But it's not the Cleveland Guardians, despite the success they're having, which I was at that 15-inning game on Saturday. It would have been different if it was 1-1 or 2-2 going into the 15th inning, but no, it was 0-0. So it was boring, exciting at the same time. But now we get ready to play the New York Yankees. I think game 1 of the ALDS is actually tonight in the Bronx. But that's actually not who the third team is. The third team is, wha-pow, your Cleveland Monsters! Who are the Cleveland Monsters? They are the AHL, American Hockey League, affiliate of the Columbus Blue Jackets. They are in the North Division in the Eastern Conference, and they play their home games at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, which is also the home of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like I said, they're in the North Division. They are in their division opponents are the Syracuse Crunch, affiliate of the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Utica Comets, affiliate of the New Jersey Devils, the Toronto Marlies, affiliate of, you guessed it, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Belleville Senators, affiliate of the Ottawa Senators. You've got the Rochester Americans, affiliate of the Buffalo Sabres, and you've got the Laval Rocket. So, with the Monsters' schedule, they play everybody in the North Division. Syracuse, Utica, Toronto, Belleville, Rochester, and Laval. Actually, the Monsters season opens on Friday at home against Syracuse. So it will be indirectly, it will be Columbus against Tampa Bay, which the Blue Jackets home opener is against the Tampa Bay Lightning at Nationwide Arena. That will be Johnny Gaudreau's home debut, although the Blue Jackets begin their season on the road in Raleigh, North Carolina, against the defending Metropolitan Division champion Carolina Hurricanes. But anyway, so with the Monsters, they play everybody in their division, and then from the Atlantic Division, they play the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, affiliate of the Philadelphia Flyers, the Hershey Bears, affiliate of the Washington Capitals, and the team the Monsters defeated in the 2016 Calder Cup Finals. That's when the Monsters were actually over in the Central Division in the Western Conference. And they were also called the Lake Erie Monsters. Like I said, now they're in the North Division in the Eastern Conference, and they're called the Cleveland Monsters. But they also play the Charlotte Checkers, affiliate of the Florida Panthers. For some reason, the Carolina Hurricanes ended their partnership with the Charlotte Checkers, which, as a hockey fan, I think that's stupid. And they play the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, affiliate of my favorite team in the NHL, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And that's where this breaking news comes in. Because the Monsters are set to host the Penguins on, let me pull it up, March 4th and March 5th. So here we go with the breaking news. The Cleveland Monsters will host the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins on March 4th at 1 o'clock p.m. However, the game will not, I repeat, the game will not be at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Instead, the game will be at First Energy Stadium, home of, wapow, right there, the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, the Cleveland Monsters are taking their rivalry with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins to the outdoors, and they will play at First Energy Stadium. It's funny that this is happening because I suggested that the Monsters should play an outdoor game at First Energy Stadium, though not against Wilkes-Barre and not on March 4th. So that part is interesting. I'll look this up, but we have Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State will host Michigan in the first ever hockey game at First Energy Stadium on February 18th, 2023. It's called Face Off on the Lake. So when I saw that, I thought, okay, well Ohio State is playing Michigan in hockey. Let's make it a whole weekend and have it be Ohio State, Michigan at the collegiate level, at the AHL level, and at the NHL level. So I would have had the Columbus Blue Jackets and Detroit Red Wings play each other at First Energy Stadium. And then I would have had the Cleveland Monsters host the Grand Rapids Griffins at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I had the schedule all figured out. I'd have to go back and look. I wrote a whole article about it. But yes, again, the breaking news is this. The Cleveland Monsters, right there, they will host the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, affiliate of the 5-time Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, 1990, 2017, 2016, 2009, and then I believe it was 1991 and 1992, if I remember correctly. I was not alive yet for those years, so I'm a little bit fuzzy on those. Cut me a slack. But the Monsters will host the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins at First Energy Stadium on Saturday, March 4th at 1 o'clock p.m. I can already guarantee that yours truly will be there. No doubt about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. So, wanted to make sure I brought that up. I am going to be bringing more Cleveland Monsters content to this channel, as well as more hockey content in general. But don't worry, my Cleveland Browns content isn't going anywhere. My Cleveland Cavaliers content isn't going anywhere. And some of my other content that you've seen isn't going anywhere. So, I'm still going to be doing my video collaborations. I'm still going to be doing my videos where I take shoot footage while at a sporting event. Don't worry, none of that content is going anywhere. I'm just going to increase my hockey content a little bit. So, if you're not a hockey fan, that's okay. Again, I have other content on the channel for you to watch.